Hi everyone and welcome to Creative Cakes by Sharon. Today I'm creating a Rainbow Bite cake. Rainbow Bite is of course a Shopkins Season 1 toy. She's super simple to make, so let's get started. Now you only need one cake to make Rainbow Bite, and I have one here that I simply need to cut in half. Now using some frosting, I'm going to stand both halves of the cake on a cake board and sandwich some frosting between the two halves as well. Now it's onto the crumb coat, and once the cake is fully covered, I need to pop it in the fridge for about 15 minutes to set. So now once the cake has come out of the fridge, I'm going to add another layer of frosting to the cake and put it to a side. The Rainbow Bite toy is actually a representation of a slice of bundt cake, and it's generally purple, orange, yellow and pink. But today I'm making the more colourful version of Rainbow Bite as she appears in most artwork. I've made a simple template for the rainbow using some parchment paper and cut out the semicircles, as this is going to make it a lot easier to get the correct sizing of each strip of the fondant. Now here are all the bright colours we're going to use to decorate Rainbow Bite with. So starting at the bottom and working my way up the rainbow, I need to cut out the blue section first using the template as a guide, and then attach it to the cake using a little bit of water. Remember to attach both blue pieces of the rainbow so you cover the front and the back at each step. Now it's just a matter of cutting out each different colour of the rainbow and attaching them to the cake. To create the eyes, I've just cut out a series of circles and I'm layering them together. Once the eyes are ready, I'm going to stick them onto the cake as followed by the little eyelashes. Of course I need to add her mouth and nose, and I'm outlining the mouth with a little bit of fondant to make it stand out, but you could use an edible marker to do this as well. To complete her face, we need to add the eyebrows and pop two little round pieces of pink fondant at the front for her feet. Using the leftover frosting now, I'm just going to pipe it all the way across the top of the cake. You could even just spread it on and then finish her off with some colourful rainbow sprinkles. Hi guys and welcome to Creative Cakes by Sharon. Today I'm making this 3-tier cake featuring the adorable Kiratori, Korimakuma and Rilakkuma. It's a super simple cake to make, so let's get started. I have all my ingredients and tools here that I'll be using today, and you can get a full list of all my materials in the description box below. So I'm going to start my work from the bottom up, and here I have some chocolate ganache for Rilakkuma. Now I want this cake to be nice and light, so I'm going to whip up this chocolate ganache so it's nice and light and fluffy. As I start whipping the ganache, just after a few seconds, you can see that the added air to the ganache is already starting to lighten the colour of the ganache. Once it's all whipped and light in colour and texture, I'm going to fill and stack my bottom cake and then cover it with the whipped chocolate ganache. Once the cake is completely covered with the ganache, I'm going to use a cake scraper to remove the excess ganache while at the same time smoothing it out on the sides. An offset spatula comes in handy to smooth out the top of the cake. Now guys, if you want to see a step-by-step on how to cover a cake in ganache, you can check out my tutorial that is on screen now, and I also have a link for this below. Moving on to the middle cake now for Korimakuma, who is of course Rilakkuma's little friend. I'm using a white chocolate ganache, and again as I start to whip the ganache, you can see it start to change colour fairly quickly. Once it's a pale creamy colour and nice and light, it's done, and we can use it to fill and cover the second cake. finally, I'm on to the top cake, which of course is little Kirotori. And to get a nice yellowy orange colour, I just added some powdered yellow food colouring to some of the white chocolate ganache. I'm going to follow the same steps I did for the other 2 layers now, and then all my 3 cakes will be ready. As I stack the cakes, I need to insert some supports, and today I'm using these bubble straws. They're quick and easy to work with and also provide the support we need to prevent the top cakes from squashing the bottom ones. So I just need to insert the straws into the cake, pinch it where it meets the top of the cake, then lift it up slightly so I can cut off the excess and push it back into the cake, where it should now be level with the top of the cake. I'm using 4 straws for the bottom cake, and once they're all in, I'm just going to dab on a little bit of the ganache to help glue the next cake on nice and firmly. Once again, I'll repeat the process with the straws. This time I only need 3 straws, and then I can stack the top cake on. Today I'm going to use these licorice allsorts to create the faces, so this is really a totally fondant-free cake. All I need to do is cut out the colours that I need for Kirotori, Korilakuma and Rilakuma. I'm going to use the orange to form Kirotori's beak. You just need to squash or knead the candy together to create the correct shape, and then using a circle cutter I can cut out the eyes and create a little V shape for the little piece of hair at the top. Now here I have some of the white and black parts of the licorice allsorts, so I'm going to pop them in the microwave for 10 seconds so they soften up enough for me to roll into a ball and then roll out nicely using a fondant roller. That way I can cut out the muzzles for both Korilakuma and Rilakuma, and also the eyes and the mouth and the little nose. Once I have all my pieces, I just need to stick them onto the cake using a little bit of water. And just as quick and easy as that, I have my 3-tier Rilakuma and Friends cake. This cake has no fondant whatsoever on it, and because it's covered in whipped chocolate ganache, it's super light and fluffy. I'm sure you'd have to agree, it's a totally adorable cake. So guys, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video if you enjoyed it, and drop me a line below to let me know which one of these characters is your favourite. Be sure to check out some of my other videos which are on screen now for you. Stay tuned for my next video, and as always guys, thanks for watching.